What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Generations Studio Series War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. I'm sorry, Gamer Edition Optimus Prime number 3 Takara Tomy Hasbro 8+ plastic-free packaging. That's a lot. There's a lot of text on the front of this box. But anyway, that being said, it is Optimus Prime from the video game series War for and Fall of Cybertron. And as you can see, it is a, plastic-free packaging, which means that this little thing here has rubbed some of the paint off of the front chest window here on my Optimus figure. Well, I can't really blame this. It may not have been the cause, but it is a pretty good call that the fact that this doesn't have any plastic to protect the figure itself, something mashed in here and gunked up my window. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but there you go. So anyway, the side of the box just has the same kind of Studio Series. The back of the box shows off big screen inspired scale detail backdrop. Okay. K-On! Prison Break. I don't know. Alright. Sure. It does come with a matrix of leadership. Optimus Prime enacts a plan to be captured by the Decepticons in an effort to save Zeta Prime. Transforms in 22 steps. It includes a backdrop, which is fine. Whatever. It's got, I don't know why this is here. I don't know what that's for. But sure. It tells you again that it's plastic-free packaging. And hopefully... like, I get it. I get the whole desire to have plastic-free packaging, but I would prefer, that they just find a more sustainable way to have the plastic, because this is not great. I can't even tell you how many figures I've gone into the store and have been just missing heads or limbs or accessories because there's no plastic to actually, like, protect. They just reach in and snatch the head off of the figure or whatever. So it's unfortunate, but there you have it. So this is a Voyager scale figure. I think I've talked about this already, and not much else to say about the packaging. So we're just going to go ahead and get this guy opened up and check him out right now. All right, guys. So here we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. This is how he comes packaged, minus the gun arm, and the axe comes disassembled. You just have to put that together. It's 3 pieces, and you can reconfigure it in a lot of different ways. So let's go ahead and check the figure out here. So let's take a quick look first at his head sculpt. Sorry if I bang the microphone a little bit. So you can see, nice head sculpt. He's got painted eyes, no light piping here. The head is on a ball joint. You get some decent movement all around. Like it says on the package, the chest does open up to reveal a matrix of leadership in there. You can remove it, although it's rather small. Just has, it's actually kind of neat that it does have a little like a 5mm port on the back, so you can just like plug it onto the accessories if you wanted to. So that's interesting, maybe a little nifty. Also, it's totally stuck on the end of his axe now. There we go. So that's kind of cool. It also means that you can plug different 5mm accessories onto his chest if you wanted to. It would have been kind of cool if it were maybe like the 1 or 2mm points, so you could actually like do an effect part onto that. But it's fine. It's more of a nitpick than anything else. It's cool that they added any compatibility onto that at all. He's got more ports in these hollow parts in his bicep, which is upsetting, and that really is the biggest upsetting part to me, is that this is just ridiculous, this big hollow space. And I mean, hollow wise, he's not terrible overall, but these are just super noticeable and super egregious. And honestly, it looks to me like Hasbro was just like, yeah, somebody's gonna make parts to fill that in anyway. just make it a big hollow area. Somebody else will take care of it. It's like they're egging on third-party manufacturers at this point. But the arms can rotate all the way around. They can go out that far. Like I said, he does have a bicep swivel. I guess I should take this out of his hand so you can actually see what's going on here. Come on, buddy. There we go. So the hand does go up about that far. This side, actually, the gun can come off here. And we're going to just attach his arm again. So same deal. You don't really lose any posability because of that function. So that's actually quite nice. The wrist does rotate, though it is blocked by the armor a little bit here. But you can get, you know, pretty much any natural position you want of that. He does have a waist swivel. Can't make it all the way around. Legs can go out that far. Up quite a decent amount. Back pretty much non-existent. Pretty much stopped there. You do get the thigh swivel, which shows you that nice hollow opening there. And legs can do just under 90. Or knees, rather. And then he does have a little ankle tilt there. So that's pretty much the posability you're working with. Again, I'll show off the accessories here. You do have the matrix, and I'll pop this back on the turntable for now. You do have this axe, which is, it's neat. It's got this little transforming function. I can go to like this axe to this double-bladed battle axe. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Maybe some clear plastic or some more orangey coloring would have been better. Because it's a little, I don't know, it's a little tan. It looks a little like tan or beige in person, but that's okay. The neat thing is that it is kind of just like an axe head here. It's got a 0.4 effect parts here and a 5mm here. So you can kind of attach this any sort of way that you like. And of course you do get these other pieces here as well. So you can plug this in to any port that's available on this guy, which, you know, he doesn't have a whole lot that are like convenient, which is a little annoying. He's got the ones under here, but you don't really want to attach that there. Yeah, so not, you know. But I guess you could do something like this if you wanted to. Make it like this. I don't know why you would do this, but if you wanted to have like an underslung sort of axe or whatever, I don't know why you would do that, but you have the option, so there you go. And there is a specific configuration that it wants for attaching to vehicle mode, so I'll just put it in that configuration for now. My handle came in a little warped too, so just a heads up on that. Oh, I totally did it wrong. I did it backwards. It wants it up here. Whoopsie doopsie. There we go. So you got that going on, and he's got the gun as well. And just like the axe, the problem is, so you can detach his arm and attach the gun here. But I really do wish there was a way to, first of all, the gun can be a little squirrely getting it on. There we go. I do wish there's a way, like a peg or something that you could like flip or fold out that would allow you to actually like put it in his hand as just a regular gun, so you didn't have to take the hand off every time. Because honestly, I'm a little concerned that this peg is going to loosen over time, and then his arm just won't stay on anymore, which will be kind of a bummer. And also, I kind of wish there was a decent way to store this on his back or somewhere when you're not using it, because it really does not have anywhere to go. And when this is on, when the gun is on, it shows in the instructions, and this is going to be great. It shows in the instructions that you can store his hand on his butt like this. Like it just plugs in right there. And that is silly. It looks rather inappropriate, does it not? But it's also just silly. I don't understand why they couldn't have put like a port up here or like on the inside of, you know, inside of here. Like just change these slots to these ports. You can totally do that. You've got all this kind of space up in here. Like you could find a way to store it just somewhere that's not just straight up hanging off of his ass. That's really my thing. I mean, I guess you could plug it in there and you could have a double punch. So you got that going on. So I do apologize. I did go into my Transformers storage and I looked for like, I would say the better part of an hour. I was unable to find my previous like game edition Optimus Primes. So I am really sorry about that. I did try to find those because I really wanted to get those out of storage to have for comparison. So unfortunately I do not. The only thing I really have for comparison right now is a Studio Series Grimlock, just to show you guys the general size here. So there you go. If you guys have Studio Series Grimlock, you'll know how tall this guy is. But yeah, that is roughly the size. Now let's get this guy transformed into vehicle mode, and it's not difficult. So we're going to go ahead and remove the gun here. We're going to give him his arm back. And then we're going to go ahead and pull his arms out to the sides, and you'll see these two sections are on sliders here. So that's to start. Then we're going to bring this panel out and down, and then just rotate it around. And then we can go ahead and rotate the waist as well, just like that. Now we're going to disconnect the torso. It pegs in, you can see this little tab right here, it pegs into this little slot under here. It's just going to rotate down and kind of lock in just like that. And the head is going to go back just like that. And then these are going to rotate around to the front just like so. Alright. We can then bring this whole section down. Well, just leave it kind of halfway for now. This whole situation is then gonna bring these panels out to the sides like so. These panels are gonna come up like so. We're gonna take the feet and rotate them in just like that. We can clip this whole section together. Make sure these panels get clipped together. You can do it when they're still attached down here. It doesn't matter, whatever's easier for you. Just like that. Then we can bring the arms, or actually we can bring the legs up a little bit so we can get clearance for the arms here. We're going to rotate them around so that they're facing in like this. And then we're going to peg the back of the hands together. And yes, they're going to be kind of angled like this. And you'll see that there are tabs here on the top of the hands that are going to come up under here once we get these wheels out of the way. So we're going to rotate the wheels up and out of the way. And you can see the two slots here. So we're going to bring this whole section down and then push up so that the tabs on the arms hopefully, there we go. We'll slot in there, and you can just see the hands just sticking out the back of the vehicle mode, which is great. So then we're gonna just go ahead and flip these up just a smidge, like so. And then we can go ahead and sort of finish this up in the front. So these are gonna squeeze back together. You can see there's a tab and there's gonna be a slot on the inside. In theory. Tab it in the front. And tab it in the back. Does not want to tab in the back. Why doesn't it want to tab into the back? It just wants to be difficult, which is fine, because why not? There we go. It was just caught on something. Alright, we're going to then rotate this forward. And then this panel is going to come in, and there's going to be a slot here, a tab here, and a tab here, and a slot in there. And you're just going to get it all squished together. Line it all up. Get it all squished together. And there you have it. There is the vehicle mode. Easy peasy. No problemo. Let me bring the turntable back in so I can kind of talk about it a little bit. So, the vehicle mode looks decent. Obviously, the problem here is the hands just sticking out of the back of the vehicle mode. I don't really understand why they couldn't have put anything at all, like, to cover that up. It seems like a pretty simple solution. I mean, this is a $35 figure. That is, you know, I mean, it's sizable, but it's hollow, and you know, I feel like 2 more panels here could have gone a very long way. Yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed. Even if they had found a way to make the axe like fold up to cover the back, that would have been acceptable. Because right now, so you can attach the gun here. There's 2 tabs here and 2 slots here, and those can plug in just like that. And then the axe, you've got the 2 slots here that can peg onto the 2 tabs on the top of the axe. So you got that going on. And so that is the axe storage on the vehicle mode. I guess you could also peg it onto the sides if you wanted to. But really, if they had found a way to like plug it underneath and then the blades like come up to just cover this or something, because it really is like what caused you to decide that that was the best order of business? Because it could have easily had like a swinging panel that just swung up here and then this comes over and like lays over top of it, or, you know, any kind of solution. Anything would have been better than just hands. Just hands. And, you know, you can see hollow plastic through there. Yeah, I just, you know, pick this up and look, there's just daylight through there, you know? So and this, I guess, is kind of my big complaint for why I basically have given up on the mainline figures. I still pick up core class figures now and again. And I picked this one up because I really like the design of Optimus from the games. But yeah, it's not a terrible figure, but I feel like it could have been better, you know? So yeah. Alright, let's pop this out of the way. Again, I do not have another one of these to compare it with, but I can compare it with Studio Series Slag or Slug or Triceratops or whatever you want to call him. There you go. So he does become a very sizable vehicle. I'll certainly give him that. He's like nearly as big as Slug here, minus the tail, of course. But he's quite a thick boy in vehicle mode. Slag, of course, has his little Rhinox thing. So we'll give it to Prime here. We'll give Optimus a little Rhinox Gatling gun. So that's neat. Yeah, but overall, it's not a bad figure. It's just I would like to have seen a little bit more bang for my buck, and I guess maybe that's my fault because, like I said, I have not collected Studio Series or mainline Transformers in a while outside of the Dinobots, as you just saw, and the Core Class figures. So maybe I'm kind of out of the loop as far as expectations. But you know, I'm not here to tell you guys what to do with your money. So if you disagree, that's totally fine. And again, I think this figure is probably a lot of fun to play with. It's just the display factor is a little bit lacking, and it just feels like corners were maybe cut. And if we're saving money by not putting plastic in our boxes anymore, let's find another way to spend that money. Although a lot of that money is probably going into loss because yeah. But I guess that's really on the stores. I don't know. I'm rambling about stuff I really know nothing about. So how about you stop listening to me? But don't stop listening to me. Guys, I want to thank you so very much. That's going to do it for this review. I'm going to try and transform this guy while I'm talking. We'll see how that goes. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Of course, it really does help me out. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I've got more reviews, hopefully coming soon. And of course, I do have my Bricks and Bourbon stream. And if you haven't checked that out, give it a shot. Maybe you'll enjoy it. I don't know if you like watching people building sets and or models. But it's a nice, cool, chill sort of time, you know. You know, we hang out. We hang out, guys. We hang out. It's quality content. Yeah, but if you enjoy that sort of thing, do give it a shot. Just come by, swing by, say hi, and I'll say hi back, because you know that's how it goes. But anyway, there he is. I did it. I had to. Had to delay for a few minutes while I got it done, but there you go. So there you have it. Thank you so guys much for watching. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.